What is going on, guys? Tuesday, April 11th. Hope everyone had a great Easter. Hope all your kids had a great spring break. If you don't have kids, be thankful for that as well. But either way, Tuesday means Comic News Weekly. That's just what we call the show because we cover all types of things here. And tonight we have a great show lined up for you as well. We are talking a lot of Star Wars. We are talking a lot of Super Mario Brothers. In case you've been under a rock, I'm sure both of those might strike big news too because they've been talked about a lot over the past week. So we're going to talk about them tonight as well. Before we get into that, we do have a late arrival. He will be arriving bluntly when it is time, and that is Mr. Bryan McClay himself. But in the meantime, we have Mr. Rhynoverse himself. Make sure you guys check him out on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. But Mr. Ryan Hayslip, what's going on, buddy?
What up? What's up, community? What's up, friends, families, and countrymen of all types and kinds, shapes, and sizes? It's good to see you, even though I'm not looking at you and you're looking at me. It's a mutual thing.
Yeah, we missed you last week. Welcome back. Missed myself the week prior. So hopefully Blunt Man and Chronic will show up here soon so we don't have a trend of someone missing every week. But want to welcome everyone coming into the chat. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up button. And if you aren't already, make sure you click that subscribe button so you're always getting great content from this next guy that we're bringing into this show. And that is Mr. ComicManAndy. You guys might know him from the name of this channel that the show is on right now.
Oh, hitting the wrong button as usual. What's up, everybody? It's Tuesday. I'm excited. Kind of picking some low-hanging fruit on the news, but how do you not talk about everything that went down this past weekend?
Yeah, it was pretty eventful, and like I said, if you do have kids, I'm pretty sure you probably did go to the movie theater. And from the box office, it sounds like a lot more people without kids went to the theater multiple times. But we'll get into that a little bit later into the show. But another thing that was big and happening over this past weekend, there was a lot of Star Wars news. They had that Star Wars celebration. I'm sure you were glued to it. I'm sure you were in the line at Lowe's buying shit for your house, Andy, but you had your cell phone up watching Star Wars Celebration, huh?
No, I took a personal day that Friday, slept in, and it was amazing to kind of wake up to an awesome sunrise and some great weather in Michigan, and then an Ahsoka trailer getting shared all across social media. It was epic. That was probably one of the coolest ways to wake up on a Friday.
Who's that? Is he cool?
Is he? Yeah. Right.
I'm just kidding. I love pushing your buttons. Like unsubscribe. I'm just kidding. But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. Star Wars Celebration in Europe, right? So there was a bunch of news that came out. Bunch of news. We got Star Wars movies. We have Star Wars Legos. We're going to talk a little bit about a bunch of these coming up. Just to give you a little highlight, we got Lars Mikkelsen revealed as Grand Admiral Thrawn.
Grand Admiral Thong?
Cisco. We got some Cisco Thong song. But yes, there's a couple things that I was excited for. I know, Andy, you're a way bigger Star Wars fan than I am, but I was excited for that we got, new batch coming back for season 3. One of my favorite animated shows right now. Another thing I was actually excited for was out of the 3 movies, a lot of people are talking about Dave Filoni, of course, but I'm more excited about that James Mangold movie. I know as soon as McClay gets in here, I think that's the one he'll be more excited for because he's always said he wanted like the pre-Jedi type stuff, and that's kind of what we're getting from. There he is himself from James Mangold, is that earlier Star Wars stories. And if you guys don't know James Mangold, great writer, great director. He's also written, I believe, directing the new Indiana Jones movie, but he also directed Logan. He helped co-write Wolverine. I think he directed, was it 3:10 to Yuma? So he's an established director, just like the others. But get into these movies first. What are you guys' thoughts on this? I know, like I said, McClay, do you have the one I'm least excited for? I think is what a lot of people share, and I think this was a Kathleen Kennedy idea, and that is the we're getting
Skeleton Crew,
back, right?
The what?
We're getting Rey back in the new Jedi Order movie, which I'm not too excited about.
Yeah, does my mic sound okay? Sounds good.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. I agree with you 1,000%. Nobody wants to see another Rey movie. Nobody wants that continuation. Nobody wants any of that. So
I did like Kylo Ren.
Yes, but he's dead.
Yeah.
So like they
ruined Star Wars Lazarus Pit.
They ruined everything to do with Rey by killing off Kylo Ren.
Yep.
If they wanted to continue Rey's story in the right way, like I think Star Wars fans would have been cool with Rey and Kylo Ren creating new Jedis, right? That would have been so cool. Like they actually made us care for Kylo Ren at the end. I was bummed when they killed him. That ruined it totally for me. Like that movie, all three of those movies were bad in my opinion. It got even worse when they killed off Kylo Ren at the end. That was dumb. So to continue the Skywalker saga in this way is stupid because she's not even a Skywalker. So like what's going on here? You know what I mean? They made Luke look like a biggest puss in the world. And even Mark Hamill, who is a big puss, is angry that they made Luke look like a puss. Yeah. So that says something.
He probably smacked that whole bowl of green M&Ms across his whole room. He was pissed off about that.
Pissed off.
I mean, hence the episode or tonight's episode being titled Star Wars Celebration or Nightmare, because I'll be honest, I've been trolling around YouTube and social media all weekend, kind of soaking all this in, and it starts to come out of the woodwork. Is there's a large portion of YouTubers and other people out there in the Star Wars fandom and community that are adamant against this happening, and it's kind of like I don't know if it's just kind of the topic that they're going to get hits on is they're downplaying this, or they're naysaying this, and I don't know if they can make it better, and I don't think they can ever fix what's happened. But I, for one, see a lot of this uprising about Daisy Ridley and about how this is just going to get worse and they're going to make things worse. But I have preached it over and over and over, time and time again. I want more Star Wars, and I want Star Wars stuff that we don't know. We don't know about. We don't have any experiences. I don't have an experience with this or that.
I am excited for Andor season 2.
Andor season 2, yeah. There's you talked about the James Mangold movie. We talked about a little bit about the Filoni movie backstage. I don't know how this is gonna pan out. I just know that how many years? 4 years, 5 years? Are we coming up on 6 years with not a big Star Wars release in movie theater? Whether or not the last one was good or not, it's been years.
We have a ton of Star Wars content, so who cares about that? Here's the problem. Is anybody really looking forward to anything out of this other than Filoni and maybe Dawn of the Jedi? Maybe, but I see them fucking that up too. I have no trust in Star Wars at this time. They've ruined Mando.
Can't have no in your heart. Life's a garden. Dig it.
Oh my god! Shout out to Darth Lopez. He said, "Feels good to not be Bryan McClay."
Darth Lizzo.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, dude. Oh,
Rise is 19. I can appreciate where McClay's coming from this. I, for one, am really pining and looking forward to that popcorn movie theater Star Wars experience again, but I want them to do something different that I don't know about, something away from the Skywalker series. I'm not reading further into what they're doing with the movies, because if I'm going to be disappointed at the movie theater, I'm going to just be disappointed at the movie theater. I'll cope with it. I'll deal with it. But half those YouTubers are hate content for views, Darth Lopez says. And that's that toxicity in the side of some of that Star Wars fandom, that they're getting those clicks, they're getting those views because of what they don't want to see happen. And that's why I'm not getting paid the big bucks to make those decisions. And I'm just kind of here being a fan. I'm excited just at the opportunity of being back in the movie theater for a Star Wars experience, which also means that they're re-releasing, what was it, Return of the Jedi?
Yes, they are. On
yeah, they're going to release that for 3 days, the 40th anniversary.
On one day, I think.
Where was that article? 40th anniversary. Return of the Jedi will return to theaters. 28. Yeah. I'm definitely going to the theater to see this. It's the first official release in 26 years.
I think they should release the original theatrical cut, though, not the George Lucas stuff.
Well, there you go.
I did read it wrong. I read it wrong. It's not supposed to be feels good not to be McClay. It's supposed to say feels good not to be muted. because they always mute him over there in that Saturday Night Special. Every time he goes to talk, they mute his ass, doing him dirty over there. But here's the problem. I've already seen this in the theaters. I went 26 years ago. I don't need to see this again. I really don't.
But it's nostalgia. Like that was I don't remember seeing Strikes Back in the theater, but I do remember seeing Return of the Jedi in the theater.
I don't think I've seen any of those in the theater.
Well, I guess it's 40th anniversary.
Re-release back in the 90s.
I didn't see that.
They did re-release them. That's right. But that was when they started putting the Lucas touches into it.
Exactly. That's a cool poster, though. I will admit that is a cool poster right there.
Totally bringing my son to see this. This April, May, and June are just gonna be super busy with awesome content.
Yeah,
Darth Vader is badass, bro.
He is. He looks badass.
Yeah, he does look badass. That poster is sick.
Well, you want to know what's concerning about that then is out of the Star Wars weekend, out of the celebration weekend, they've pretty much confirmed there's no activity or anything actually happening with an Obi-Wan season 2 yet, which is unfortunate to hear. Speaking of Vader.
Say that again.
I'm not been out of shape over that.
No?
What?
I thought Obi-Wan season 1 was one season too long.
There's no active work happening for an Obi-Wan season 2, McClay.
So that's fine. Just give us our Vader series.
Yeah,
I don't care about it. Just give us our Vader series. That's the only reason anybody watched Obi-Wan.
That's why I was excited for Obi-Wan, was for Vader. But if we get a flat-out Vader series, then hell yeah.
Yeah, just give us a Vader series. Give us what we want, man. Give us what we want.
And we discussed a little bit about this before we started the show. Is I think there's a lot of great information out here, but as we talk time and time again, nothing moves the needle as much for me anymore, just because we're always. I think in 2 weeks we'll probably be smacked in the face with some other news. I mean, we got G23, we have E3, we have, and there's always stuff. So it's like it's almost too much coming at you that the announcements just don't hit like they used to. Because I think you need to, as they say, like build the beat up, or let it simmer, and then to where it just becomes and it explodes, and it's like, so, here's some news. Like, man, when they first announced that Star Wars was coming back with a new trilogy, everyone was hyped. But now it's just there's so much Star Wars news all the time. There's so much Marvel news all the time. There's so much DC, whatever crap Shazam news. But it's just the news is so quick, and there's always something coming that it's just like, okay, I'll go see that if I can. And we're at a point now where we got to pick and choose what we're going to spend our money on, because this stuff's not cheap. I just took kids to see Mario, and I was like, holy cow, it was like $15 a ticket when I was used to spending like $4 or $5 before the 4:30 showtime.
And maybe that's where it just feels a lot of it feels new to me. Is I'm experiencing this with my 6-year-old, and whenever he sees some of this stuff that he's never experienced before, it reignites a fire inside of me where it's like I get to relive that first time experience through him and with him. And it's fucking magical. I'm not going to lie. I know your kids are a little bit older. I know Ryan's are a little bit younger, and maybe this is something Ryan can look forward to. And I know Bryan you experienced that as your boys were younger. I'm experiencing that right now. So this next
I experienced my kid pouring a whole bag of $13 Skittles from the movie theater down the seat at Guardians of the Galaxy 2. And he's just looking at me smiling like, what? I'm like, that's a $13 bag of Skittles.
Pick that up.
But I get it. And that
Stop
was
trying to kill my
when I said the excitement of that new trilogy. I think it was actually Rogue One that I was excited because my dad was in town visiting when that came in theaters. And when my dad took me, like I said, to see Return of the Jedi as a kid, it was great going to the theater with my dad to see Rogue One. I still think Rogue One's most of the underrated Star Wars movies. I think Han Solo, the Solo story, that standalone, is an underrated movie. But I'm excited about that. One thing we haven't talked about yet are those Lego dioramas. I think those are cool as shit. And I think that's something I want to buy some of those, and you can put up in like your office at work, for those that don't remote work and go to an office, you could put one of these up there and on your little cubicle and stuff and be like, look at me, I'm a nerd. But either way, I think these are great collector's items and capture some of those nostalgia moments from our childhood.
Well, I love these. Oh, go ahead.
They also released a bunch of new Hasbro items.
Oh, yeah.
And it was pretty cool to see all the Bad Batch Black Series figures.
Yep.
God, did you guys see the chopper?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to look at that too. I'm excited for these dioramas because once again, my son, we're turning into a Lego household, likes these dioramas. They turn into just play sets for him, and he can build maps and he can build like campuses and do all this other stuff. You guys ever remember like the Melissa and Doug Wood toys for little kids, and they've got the big giant train table that would sit like 2 feet off the floor for toddlers and new young babies that are learning to walk?
No, you're making stuff up.
I'm
kidding.
We
remember.
We got one from a garage sale years and years and years ago, and it's lasted forever, and we turned it into a Lego table. It's been perfect because he'll sit up there, he'll climb right up there, and he'll be on his knees and he'll play Legos for freaking hours. And I love watching that. And he'll ask me to come play and be involved in that. And I love that because no matter how long or hard of a day it was to, hey, Dad, come here and help me out with this. That just makes everything right again.
Amen.
Keep all the Paw Patrol toy boxes just in case. Yeah, you're talking about generational collecting. When is Paw Patrol going to take off? What's the first appearance of Paw Patrol in a comic book?
20 years, dude. Every 20 years.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. I feel like when kids turn 20 and they start working, they're like, I need to spend the money on something, and I'm going to go get the shit that I love. How many Monopoly Star Wars are there? There's got to be like 5 or 6 of them.
A lot.
I feel like I have 4 of them.
You know, with one thing good, you're talking about Star Wars Legos. They every year they do a Star Wars Lego advent calendar, and even if you don't, just pick one up and store that thing away, because within the next year you could sell it for 2 times, 3 times as many, because people want to go back and get the years before, because they're different characters. They're not always the same characters in them. So I picked a couple of those up. Now my kids like want Pokemon or other crap.
Yeah, I'm excited for this big chopper. It's supposed to be like 12 inches tall. I don't know if it's robotic or animated or something like that, but it sounds like it makes some noise. I had the Black Series version of Chopper that was just one my favorite collectible. I don't even collect toys a lot, but that Black Series Chopper was awesome.
Get to the chopper.
My son would borrow it occasionally at night to help him sleep. He's like, Dad, can I borrow that? And I'm like, yeah, sure. And then it disappeared for a little while. And you know why it didn't come back and I didn't get it back? He broke it several times. And I'm like, it's a toy, no big deal. You can have that one, but I'll go get another one. I go online. Them sons of bitches are over $70 now because of the movie or the show announcement and Chopper showing up and all this other jazz. And I'm like, that's like a $25 toy that's now 3 times that. And it's like, I want to get a replacement, but I don't know what they're going to charge for this. I know that this would be a really cool Christmas present for the household this year, depending on when it gets released.
Get to the chopper.
R2 as well.
I still always want that R2D2 trash can.
Yeah. When I was in high school, they just started to re-release Star Wars. And there was at a gas station, they had one of those things, the coolers that they put all the the sodas in, but it was R2D2, and I'm like, dude, I gotta get one of those. I'm like, I gotta get one of those. The next day, there's one sitting in my front room. My buddies went and beer and did a beer run and grabbed it on the way out. And there's R2 sitting, and I sold that thing, man. I sold it at a garage sale. I'm like, I don't need this anymore. Just put it out there for $5.
Kind of harsh.
Yeah. I felt so bad. I feel bad now. It's probably worth a ton of money.
Bad Batch toys? Yeah, you said that
right there. That's really bad.
Is that going to be a Black Series figure, I take it? Yeah, it says Black Series at the bottom. Yeah. Bad Batch toys. I mean, Wood, you were just talking about they announced the season 3. Okay, this is, I don't know. You
stupid.
It's dumb. They should have kept the original shit in there instead of doing that crappy Hayden Christensen stuff.
Well, not even that. Look at the material they're using to make them ghosts. It's fucking, that shit's gonna get lost and get shredded within weeks.
Yeah, they need to be see-through like the old ones.
Yeah, exactly. But the Bad Batch was announced for season 3 is the final season too.
Yeah.
Any Darth Maul or Darth Vader is worth getting. Yeah, I heard they're returning the plastic packs. People want to see that shit.
So it's been a hot minute since I bought a Black Series figure. The Black Series did the Black Series start coming out without the plastic windows?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That's cool. The retro. I had that toy and I was so pissed off because you had to move Jabba. You had to move Jabba off the thing to open the little stupid windows.
I know, and it didn't come with how can it not come with Slave Leia?
Yeah.
What is going on here? That was the most important character in that scene, and they don't make that figure.
Yeah. This one doesn't even come with the little pedestal he's on.
Uh-huh. Oh, what else did they have in here?
Omega.
Mm-hmm. More Bad Batch. I'm getting more and more interested in Black Series figures. There's usually one or two out of each series that I want to grab.
A lot of times at like places like Entertainment Earth, you can buy like a case of the whole wave for a decent price.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yep.
Just the whole buy a case of all the figures, whatever.
Yeah, it'll have the whole have them set in waves. So like it'll be like 12 figures and there'll be like 6 in the wave and you'll get like 2. That's why you get like one character that's always so popular because it's always like 1 per case instead of the other 2 or whatever.
Mm. There's just so much to cover from Star Wars Celebration, and I didn't realize that it's every other year. I thought I was like, okay, Europe, they're gonna do the US for 2024.
So then what do they have on May the 4th? Don't they have something similar?
I think so.
Yeah, like this was the Europe one. Do they have like the US one?
Oh, no. This is that's why everybody's pissed now because Celebration for 2025 or 2025
It's
is
2
going to
years
be in
away.
Japan. Yeah.
Japan, yeah. It's like I was hoping that this next one we were going to get a shot somewhere here in the United States, but
I was calling it Celebration Europe, and somebody said no, it's just Celebration now, but they're calling it Celebration Europe.
Celebration.
Okay, did you guys, and we'll stay within the Disney content, but did anybody see the Indiana Jones trailer that came out this weekend?
Terrible.
I did not see that.
It's bad.
Oh no.
I don't want to watch the trailer. I just want to go see the movie.
Yeah, I'm kind of feel that way too. They give away too much in a trailer.
Well, and I mean, I don't want to, especially after what was it, the Crystal Skull, but I'm hoping, again, it's pure nostalgia growing up in the 80s with the Indiana Jones movies. But
yeah, they make him look really good in this. Harrison Ford, that is.
Yeah, he's old. He's like what, 80-something years old?
Yeah. The last time I saw him on live TV somewhere, I was like, "Ooh," starting to look like Clint Eastwood, like level old, like
yeah, too old to be doing movies.
Yeah, and seeing him moving around in real life on social media and TV, there's no way he's moving well enough to even look like he can be in an action movie.
Yeah.
They aren't going to need actors in a couple of years, man.
Yeah.
And you know what they're going to do? They're going to be like special ticket sales for people that they want to be the main character. So they'll just put your face on the main character and you can pay a special ticket price to see yourself as the main character.
Dude,
are you leaning toward AI stuff?
Yeah. Deep fake AI stuff. Cosmic One, did they announce where and when that chopper is going to be sold by chance? Did you hear?
God, terrible, man. Look how bad this is going to be.
I'll tell you what, though. I was talking to Andy before the show. I know a lot of people watch Ted Lasso, but if you haven't watched that show Shrinking, that's also on Apple that Harrison Ford's in, that's a great show as well. And he's actually fantastic in that show.
I'll go to like a 9 or 10 or 11 a.m. early showing of this just to sit and have popcorn and maybe take a day to myself kind of day.
You just did that, Andy. You can't do another one.
He's like, I'll wait for that to come on USA.
No, not like that. I don't know. It's just it kicks me right in the nostalgia, and I'm at that point in my age where a lot of stuff, a lot of news, a lot of social media content, a lot of things hit. I can tell every day it hits, and I'm saddened. I'm saddened because I'm not the target audience anymore.
I'm feel bad because I feel old now because I was in the movie theater watching Super Mario Brothers going, man, this is almost too loud.
Oh gosh.
So it's kind of
too loud. You were too old. They made a shirt about that.
Some of these kicky in this nostalgia trailers because I feel like I'm the target audience again, and kind of just reinvigorates me a bit. Speaking of,
that's actually not a bad thing, Bryan. Because if it's too loud, that means your hearing's so good. So you're really not that old then.
There's hearing tests in the military where you're just clicking, thinking you're hearing beeps.
Speaking of getting invigorated, this is essentially the talk of the town is the Ahsoka trailer with over 10 million views in 4 days. 10 million views in 4 days. And I woke up to this, and
9 million are yours.
Huh? Yeah. This is absolutely what a lot of fans have just been chomping at the bit for. I'm no pun intended. I mean, you get so many characters that I was in a discussion with people on Instagram just last week or a couple of weeks ago. And they're saying, well, these characters are going to show up in Mandalorian. I'm like, no, they're going to be Ahsoka. They're going to be Ahsoka. We might get one more character cameo, maybe in Mandalorian at the tail end, but Ahsoka, it's all in for Ahsoka. This trailer just is mind-bogglingly amazing. Thrawn, confirmation there.
He looks a little weird though, I'll be honest.
Yeah, let me see if I can get the pictures up. There's some images that were snuck out or something like that, and I have them where I can pull them up and so you guys see. So Ray Stevenson and the other, I forget her name, really interesting, 2 Jedis that escaped Order 66 who
he's awesome, and pretty much everything he's in except for that Punisher movie stunk.
You're going right for the daggers, aren't you? But what's interesting is they specifically made their lightsabers orange. Yeah. So I'm looking forward to hearing the why.
A little bit orange, not orange. They added a little tinge of orange. Yeah.
What do I do with those? Here they are. There. Okay, I'm gonna pull those up really quick, but I mean that was phenomenal. It's just absolutely phenomenal.
Again, I think they should do some type of release in the theater where you can watch like the first episode early or something like that to build more buzz around it and get people into the box office.
Something.
It's a very new character, though. I mean, if
you got 10 million views on YouTube for a trailer, you could do something.
I would say that, for the average person who likes Star Wars, they want to show some of the legendary characters or legacy characters, I should say, because from the average person, it looks cool and like that's cool. I mean, I could say because I don't I'm not up on it like Andy is and some other folks, but if Andy and I wasn't on this show, I wouldn't know who Ahsoka was.
Yeah, you would. You gotta give yourself some credit there. So the images that we're getting shared / posted on social media are some of the screens from within the Star Wars Celebration area, I think. But obviously you get Sabine with Ezra's lightsaber is what a lot of people were talking about. Some of the scenes and some of the footage, like right out of Rebels. But there's the one up at the upper left that McClay was talking about that we've seen.
Everyone was asking, is that Robert Patrick?
Yeah, it looks like Robert Patrick, doesn't it? I don't know, man. They went a little too old with Thrawn for me.
Are you talking about what's his name up there?
Yeah.
What position?
Blue Man Group, Lars. I mean, Lars voiced him, correct? In Rebels?
Yeah.
Who's called? What's his name? Dang it.
Thrawn.
No, I'm thinking of who he looked like.
Robert Patrick,
Just
Terminator 2.
No.
Yeah, or a Bond villain. I immediately see that, and I think Bond
Data.
villain out of the 70s.
Like Data.
Yeah, Data.
Data? Really?
Data.
Oh,
Whoa,
yeah.
man. There's some fighting words bringing some Star Trek into
I'm
Star
just
Wars.
telling you. First glance.
Goes back to Fanboys movie.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm see, AOA doesn't agree with you. Warzone was hardcore, he says.
But I do love that actor, especially. I think it was Rome, that show Rome on HBO. First thing I saw him in.
The guy that's playing Thrawn.
No, the guy. What's his name? He was playing one of the protagonists, the orange, slightly orange lightsaber dude.
Yeah,
like,
Ray Stevenson.
We don't know his name. I don't know his name.
Ray Stevenson?
Huh?
Ray Stevenson?
Yeah, that's him.
That's him.
At Stevens.
Are you messing with me? You're messing with me, aren't you?
No.
But no, I didn't know his name. I forgot his actor name and I forgot his character name. But
I always have to get down and actually look for the character names a lot of times, unless I get so many things jumbled in my head, and now I'm already trying to order a chopper from Hasbro Pulse. Thank you, Cosmic One. The street guy
pay for that like Pulse premium crap. That's stupid.
What do you mean? Isn't it
able to order ahead, and
whether you're pre-ordering there or pre-ordering somewhere else, isn't it all the same?
Yeah, but no, they have like the Hasbro Pulse where you can, but then they also have like their premium paid membership thing. It's not worth it.
Oh yeah, I wasn't gonna do that. But
Yes,
also
over the weekend, I told you not to. I know.
Also over the weekend, they announced Tales of the Jedi Season 2. Season 1, very, very well received with Disney and Star Wars fans. And a lot of people were left wanting more from that. I know the wife and I just wish they would do a little bit longer format. I'm always left feeling like that with content that I absolutely love. What else? Did anything else stick out to you guys besides what the community was talking about? I know we talked about the toys, Bad Batch Season 3. Celebration heading to Japan in 2025. I don't think I'd ever have enough money with my collection set aside to go to Japan for a week, but oh man.
I mean, it'd be cool if they were introducing something new at the Galaxy's Edge at Disneyland and Disney World. I'm not saying rides, but some type of new. I know they just introduced Mandalorian at them. The live action where you can meet Mandalorian and Grogu, but I don't know.
Oh yeah, Vision Season 2 that got announced.
You just said that.
No, not that was Tales of the Jedi Season 2, and then Vision Season 2 is the more kid-friendly animated.
That's right.
I don't know that it's kid-friendly. Some of it might be. It's where like 9 different like studios get together, so you get some of the really freaking cool manga style animation in Star Wars that looks really good. Finestra books. Yeah. But speaking of great success, McClay brother, I'm chomping at the bit to talk to you guys about this.
About Mario?
Great success. Yeah.
Well, you guys have to tell me, was it good? I haven't seen it.
It was great. It was a good movie. I mean, whether you're an adult that played NES Mario all the way up to what kids are playing nowadays with Mario Galaxies and all that. It was a great movie. It's entertaining.
That's perfect, dude. That's what it needed. We needed that. We needed something that's just entertaining. I don't know if this is true, but I see a lot of like political pundits picking this up and saying, "Oh, it was just a really good movie because they didn't put any type of bullshit in there for to take us out of the movie." Is that true?
I mean, there isn't really any agenda being shoved down your throat, which is good, but and there were people protesting like John Leguizamo because it wasn't diverse enough.
Oh my!
But it was a great movie because I mean, shit. I saw a green turtle. I saw a blue mushroom. It's pretty freaking diverse to me.
Hey, That's all you had to say was blue mushroom, and you got McClay's attention.
But
Yeah,
you know, if you've ever played Mario, I mean, let's face it, that there's not too many people on this earth that don't know who this character is.
Well, you know, the challenge is to eat mushrooms and then try to finish Mario. That's the challenge.
And they did a good job of putting something you recognize from all those Mario games, whether it's Mario Kart or everything. There's a callback to something. I'm sure there's stuff that Easter eggs that people missed, and I'm sure kids coming back from spring break, and I'm sure that teachers are probably already sick of their kids singing the Peaches song.
yeah, I heard that Peaches song. Yeah,
Yeah. So, and my kids are like, "Oh, this." I was like, "You do need to listen to some Tenacious D if you're going to be singing that."
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know if any of you guys have seen it yet. Have you guys seen it?
I have not personally seen it, but if The Last of Us is the greatest video game adaptation to TV success, this is being heralded as the greatest video game adaptation to movie success ever with what was it? A record-setting opening weekend of $377 million worldwide, the highest 5-day debut for any animated movie ever, with the Super Mario Brothers movie also taking in an astounding 146 million over 3 days and 204 million over 5 days in the US.
Wow,
that's nothing to slouch over.
Yeah.
Well, and I mean, there's a lot of buzz behind Mario anyway, because they're just what is it, Universal, or they also have that Mario Land that's opening in the I forget where that is.
No,
Is it Universal or is that in Europe? But they're opening a whole new Mario Land at one of those parks.
That's so much. There's so much compared, so much buzz compared. I mean, that's what I guess that's the part that's kind of hard to understand. Like everyone knows Mario, but everyone knows Spider-Man, and everyone knows like those characters. Everyone knows, you know, your Star Wars and whatnot.
All I know is Illumination is kicking Disney's ass right now.
What is it that why is it that it was so successful and it's from a video game? And I get it, a lot of people know that, but it's that it blows away some other things that comes back with such a good reviews. And it's not like it's opening weekend. So people, it's you know, if it was good and then the second weekend it were held, I could see that. But opening weekend, people were targeting that particular movie to come to, and there's other movies that are from like Marvel and Disney and whatnot that don't do well opening weekend.
It's superhero burnout. The other people in other podcasts have been talking about it, and for some time, people are just saying, or other people in other podcasts and shows, and members of the community and friends of ours are like, people don't want to go to movies anymore, and it's like, I don't agree. I agree with that mostly. People don't want to go to the movie theaters now, but put in a movie that people want to see, and people obviously show up, and these numbers account for that.
Yeah, so I'm saying, like, so it's not the fact that people don't want to go to movies anymore. It's the fact that they don't want to see whatever they're watching. Maybe there is superhero burnout, and so it's going to be video games is the next thing that is making big waves, and people are going to see it without even knowing how good or bad it's going to be. Whereas
like Seth Rogen already wants a Donkey Kong spinoff from this,
and the communities are already clamoring for a Zelda movie.
Yeah, that was like
Zelda needs.
My kids coming out of the theater were already like saying what, I guess just because they're so used to universes now, they came out of the theater talking about what movies they'd like to see after this. Like my youngest was like, "Yeah, I wanted to see a Zelda movie."
Yeah. Zelda, really?
Jack Black wants a Red Dead Redemption movie, not to star in it, but he wants a Red Dead Redemption movie made. But every person was good and played their character. It was great. I mean, you had Jack Black as Bowser. The whole movie, I'm sitting there thinking it was Miley Cyrus as Princess Peach, but it's what's her name? Queen's Gambit.
Yeah.
And then Charlie Day.
It's like you would think a movie like this would do pretty good the first week, and the second week it might do better than it did the first week, which would be a really good thing because of the talk of the town and what people that went and saw it give it rave reviews. But the opening weekend, this thing is killing it. The opening weekend, it's not like say it was super anticipated or nothing like that. And though everyone knows about Mario Brothers, what in the past would make you think, oh, this is something I really want to go see?
Because it's just a feel good movie.
Super Mario Brothers have been a household name for 40 years.
It'll be anxious to see because they say normal movies, like you just said, the drop off between the opening week and the second week, the drop offs normally they say around 60%.
I mean, every Nintendo that went out in the United States purchased came with Super Mario's. It was a household name and has been for a very, very long time. And people
And
control.
Duck Hunt, are they gonna make a Duck Hunt movie?
I mean,
don't make a Duck Hunt movie.
McClay, what were you gonna say about Link or Zelda?
I feel like if they do Zelda, they need to do something special, right? Like you either do live action or you do really kick-ass anime like style. I don't want to see Zelda like this. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to see something really good for Link, and I don't know if they're able to actually pull that off. So
if they did live action, though, wouldn't that kind of take some of the, like if they did Mario, they'd try to do Mario live action. They didn't do it. It was terrible.
Mario's not a live action style movie, though. I can see Legend of Zelda, a Link.
You need like
movie.
a Peter Jackson Zelda.
Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah, Zelda, Mega Man, Metroid. There's so many.
Metroid would be a great live action movie.
Oh hell yeah!
Mega Man needs to be animated like this style.
Street Fighter reboot. Chat's killing it tonight, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shiny's right. Everything about it says go see me. It's a very welcoming.
It's a great. I haven't heard anyone that went and saw it said they didn't like the movie. And this is the first one. I've seen in a while where around me where theaters were actually sold out for it.
Yeah, we couldn't get tickets this weekend in our neighborhood because the seats were sold out. That's the first time I've gone on to get tickets for a movie in 4 years and have seen it sold out 3 days in a row.
Yep.
That's my buddy Jesus. What's up, buddy? In the chat's there. He's I ran into him at the comic convention. He's an old buddy of mine and didn't even know he collected comics, and he didn't know I collected comics. And all of a sudden we saw each other at a comic convention. I was like, what in the world?
That's cool. That's real cool.
Yeah.
Not bad.
I think it's going to be a good summer box office.
Yeah, and didn't this drop on spring break too? That maybe gave it a good push.
There was that.
Yeah, Easter weekend, spring break.
Yeah, there wasn't spring break.
And it came out Wednesday.
Maybe it was. Maybe that the color thing had something to do with it. People were like, oh, it's be a good thing to go see with all the family and whatnot. I mean, that could totally be. I can see that playing into it for sure.
Well, I mean, it's super bright and appealing. A lot of the colors, and I don't mean like. Are they gonna?
It's kind of airy and feel good and feel fun. So I think you do get a lot of that dark gritty stuff from all the comic book, and it's a lot of violence. And I would like to have something where I could go take my boys to see and be relaxed, know that this is gonna be cool. I don't have to worry about what's gonna come up on a screen. Is someone gonna get their arm blown off or something like that? And it's just something that's just gonna be fun. That would be very cool and relaxing to be able to go watch for sure.
Yeah, it would have been nice. I should have pulled up the trailer. I'm sure everybody that's wanted to see the movie opening weekend has seen it, and anybody that wanted to see the trailer has seen it. I'll look it up later. Do you guys is this something that you could take a 6-year-old to? It's PG-13.
Oh yeah, definitely.
See, I mean, that's how often can you hear that you hit, especially from like your superhero movies where a lot of kids are into them. But even now, I have to critique what my kids.
And then after you take your 6-year-old to it, if you haven't already done so, be prepared to go to Target and buy a Nintendo Switch or something. Because after they see that, all they're going to want to do is play Mario.
The last
thing
I
Sonic. I mean, how is this? I guess the first Sonic did pretty well, right?
Yep.
The last thing I want to do is buy my son a handheld video game system because I can barely keep him away from the Lego games on the weekends. Weekdays, no video games is what we're at trying to stay at right now.
I got my kid. He's got his little tablet thing from Amazon that he plays on, and he's got it cut off during the week, so he gets home and he can play on it till 7 after he gets in from daycare. But I haven't introduced him into the PlayStation situation yet.
But
he's only 3, so
it's funny because a lot of these movies nowadays they put songs from, I'll say, our childhood. You got Aha in there, and you got Beastie Boys in there.
Wow.
So, and they're hearing songs for the first time, and they're like, "Yeah, that's from Mario," and you're like, "I don't know, bro." But and then just the actual score of the soundtrack, everyone knows those Mario songs, man. When the certain songs come on, you're like, "Oh, I remember this from the game."
Yep.
Yeah, I can tell you right now that when this, I mean, because I think he's still too young to take him to the theaters. But when this is out on the TV, both him and my wife are gonna be like ready to watch this. My wife will be stoked to watch it because she loves Mario. That's
my
the only
kids
game
will
she knows.
settle to watch crappy telesync copies of it right now on TV. Believe
Downloading torrents.
Yeah, the stupid telesync. They were like, I don't care. I just want to watch it.
Mario.
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty cool. Well, that's
it's
cool.
Definitely
I'm
worth seeing in the theater.
List. I'm looking to see. He's just too young, I think. I don't think he'd sit through it.
I was trying to debate that. I had an internal debate with myself, Tarth, if whether I thought Super Mario 2 or Super Mario 3 was my favorite.
3 by far.
The game?
Oh yeah. By far, it's number 3.
I haven't played any of those games in such a long period of time. I need to go back and play those.
I
wish I had them on PS5. That'd be cool.
I borrowed my buddy's original NES to play the first video game. I made it all of 5 minutes before I said, I'm done. This is way harder than I remember it.
Yeah, but you get all the extra lives. Especially with whatever it was with the turtle on the stairs, and you just keep jumping till you
level 3-1.
All the little tricks. I need to play some of those old games. I don't know what old games you can play on PS5. I need to look on there and see what they have.
Yeah, that's the good thing about Switch, though, is you get the old free. If you pay for like the Nintendo Online, you get like the bunch of it, NES, Nintendo 64, SNES. They even have Genesis games on there.
Oh wow, Altered Beast.
Yeah, each kid has one, and I have them tied to my account. So if I download or buy a game on one, I could download it on the other, so both of them can play. So
I need to see if they've got to have like Sonic or something like that on the PlayStation.
Yeah,
that's one of the funniest things Joshua brings up is there's a comparison I saw on like social media somewhere about how us in the 80s and 90s would sit there for a whole weekend, 3 days, trying to make one specialized jump in Super Mario, practicing over and over and over. And now you got kids that'll sit down in 3 days and like just demolish like a 40-hour story game and be done and say, that was crap. And it's like,
kids nowadays don't know what the screen that says game over means.
Yeah,
I know, it's continuous.
Damn, that's a good
point. I thought that'd be a cool band name, Game Over.
Yeah.
You know what's not game over though? Tomorrow's New Comic Book Day.
New Comic Book Day.
Okay.
I can go first because I'm very selective, and there's only one book that I'm super interested in getting.
And that's getting so old.
I know, right? That's the Disney of me. I want that Dark Ride #5 Tony Fleece variant, that Mulan homage.
There it is. See, it's interesting. Can't find a PS5. Like they're all over the place around here.
Yeah, you can order them a lot on the line. I actually had to order a second one because my kids are hogging the other one.
Yeah, and if you're a PS Now or whatever it's called, or PS1 Now or something like that, they have actually next day aired my PS5 when I bought it, and they're just sitting on shelves here in Michigan right now.
Yeah,
that's a cover right there too.
Yeah,
I need to play that Star Wars game, the last one that came out, and get through that one. In fact, I think you have to put down Last of Us and get on that.
That's
for a while.
Your buddy's variant down at the bottom.
Bird City.
Yeah, Bird City.
Yep. Those turned out really good.
Yep.
Kind of hits that Nintendo nostalgia. And,
I would say, speaking of that, don't buy a Nintendo Power #1 right now.
No.
I'm pretty sure that's probably gaining some popularity from Mario movie. But I like that. That's just the Disney fan of me. And of course, being a fan of Tony Fleece, and this series actually is pretty decent. So,
yeah, what is Dark Ride about? He asks. The chat asks.
It's basically the dark rides is like dark rides in the amusement parks that are like the horror rides, and then in here it kind of takes it and just flips it on its head. It's I've read issues 1 and 2, and so far I've enjoyed it. It's just kind of different take on it, and Joshua Williamson always great at horror. So if you like amusement parks that are kind of effed up, this is a great one for you. What was think of the scene in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory when they go in the tunnel ride. It's kind of all fucked up. That's what this comic series is like.
Gene Wilder just starts monotone singing to you.
And
there will be man.
There's like bugs on it, but
that was creepy as hell. Man, family movies back then were effed up.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, man, the more and more I watch some of that Disney stuff that my kids have been watching, I'm like, I don't remember it looking like that or being like that. Or I was like, man, it's I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, man, these people at Disney were messed up making these things, man. Do
you have that up there for the cover, or are you actually into Fantastic Four again?
Just cover.
Gotcha.
Just cover.
That Ryan Brown Ewoks cover looks cool too. I know we talked about that little Ewoks series.
Ryan Brown, holy cow, man!
Yeah,
that guy is the hot topic right now.
Because of the covers or because of something else?
The covers and something else, but yeah, to me, this right here is the cover of the
I like
week.
that trade dress better than the Virgin, actually.
Really? You like? This
I just
one
like it's kind of like, I guess, the movie poster look.
It reminds me of VHS boxes from the 80s at the movie stores. It's creepy.
Yeah,
I think
Ewok.
I'm worried about
the price.
I'm worried about this.
Plays into it for me as well.
I'm worried about this one, McClay, because
price is scary.
Asking prices on eBay for this are approaching $200 for a 1-in-100, and Star Wars high ratio books have not done well over 6 to 12 months the last 2 years.
High ratio books, period, not just Star Wars. There's very few high ratio books that hold their value. Very few.
So this one I feel like is like a $60 pickup in like 4 months, or maybe a $40 pickup. I don't know. That's what my hope is. Like, I skipped out on the Jabba's Palace 1-in-100. It was damaged, so I didn't have to buy it. And that one was the same thing, 170, 180 on eBay. My LCS wanted 100. That's the cover I really want right there.
Yeah,
those prices aren't family friendly. Those
no.
Those
Yub nub. Afra's out tomorrow.
Afras.
This is a follow-up or a tie-in for Hidden Empire that just finished. So
it's a great cover right there.
Some evil Afra. Surprisingly enough, one of the last Star Wars books last week or the week before had a decent Peach Momoko cover on it. High Republic was 6.
Wow. Have you seen that book, The Seasons Have Teeth?
Yeah. I was looking at that. I'm gonna probably pick up the cover B for that.
There's Bounty Hunters 33.
Boom's website has an exclusive that's dropping tomorrow too.
Look at that B, that middle one right there. Or that one, or the white one. Oh, yeah, that one.
That's the David Mack, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks crazy. Huh. I gotta see what that's about.
Yeah, it's like each season is actually like a monster.
Wow. I'm gonna have to find that one.
Ooh.
Well, so for those of you guys that don't know, our boy Ryan Brown is in a lot of talk for retailers right now because of this book right here.
Oh, yep.
And this book is coming out this week, 8 Billion Genies, number 8, the final issue. It was pushed back. It was supposed to come out a month ago, I guess. It got pushed to the end of this month, and then they brought it back. Well, in doing so, the artists, Ryan Brown and Charles Soule, most likely just Ryan Brown, but I'm not for sure. The creators of this decided to print some extra retailers variants and not let them know about it, including this one.
Class.
They printed an extra 200 copies of this one and didn't let Bird City know. So can you imagine if you were a retailer and you made an awesome variant that's limited to, say, 200 copies, 100 copies, 400 copies, and it goes down, like as one of the best variants because it's limited, it's super collectible, and then you find out a couple months later that, oh no, they printed 50% more and didn't tell you and sold them at a con.
Yeah, they just devalued their product has just been devalued by half.
Yeah. So
that sucks. You know what? I don't know, McClay, if you have a copy of the photo or not, but Bird City on social media announced and released an image of the deluxe hardcover 8 Billion Genies Bird City exclusive they're releasing. That looks freaking dope too.
More bullshit going along with that too.
Really? Why?
Oh yeah. We'll talk. This will be one of our topics coming up Saturday on the comic book drama alert section. So
drama
that it's sold out already.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really wanted to copy that. That looks like it belongs on every collector's bookshelf right there, in my opinion. That looks gorgeous.
It's just all like game covers.
Well, Bird City was doing a bunch of game covers, but this is probably the biggest cover that came out, right?
That was their original exclusive for issue 1 that sold out on day 1 immediately. And that's the one that took off and went to really, really high prices on the secondary market. If I remember correctly. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but that's what I remembered. I can't believe it's sold out already. I'm looking forward to your segment Saturday then to know more, because I was unaware of what had been taking place, which is also a good alert for, hey, don't buy in day 1 tomorrow for those 1 in 100 brown covers then.
Yeah.
I mean, even if you're not worried about the prices dropping on secondary, be worried about them being further affected by a situation like that.
There's that book, Know Your Station. Jesus was telling me about that.
That was a good read.
This one, Know Your Station?
Yeah.
Know Your Station's been good.
God, yeah, he got me. He got me looking for a couple of books.
Miles Morales Spider-Man number 5 is coming out.
I like that cover, the cover A.
Oh damn! I gotta add that. Make sure I get that.
It's got you hook, line, and sinker.
God dang! That's not a variant for a store, is it?
I think so.
Son of a B.
Where did you see it was sold out? This says it just went on sale an hour ago or 2 hours ago. That book.
There's only
50 of them available.
What was that? That was Miles Morales Spider-Man. I gotta figure out who has that. Dang.
And at that price, that's an affordable price. Damn it! I missed that.
5.
Go check to see if they're still available.
I'm working on it. The Bounty Hunters 33. That's the first appearance of that Inferno team as well. I wanted to see how that reads tomorrow. Oh, it's sold out.
Oh, it's 616. Go figure.
What's 616?
That Miles Morales Spider-Man with Venom on it.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Yeah, John's been killing it.
Brian,
so
Brian's gonna hook me up.
Here's the book that I suggest everybody buy if they can find it. If there's one book that you should buy if you find it, this is it right here. The 1 in 10.
Ooh.
To me, that's the book. So Glenn Smith said, I got an economics and comics exclusive of 8 Billion Genies instead, thankfully. Yeah, that was another good one. The Genie, I Dream of Genie variant.
Mm-hmm. This looks really good.
Yeah, that right there is sick. That is awesome.
They're like trapped in a sword, like in Superman. In the mirror.
There's the Eastman. What else?
I think there's some con exclusives of that too. I forget what Fan Expo or something. I forget.
What's that Mars one? Traveling to Mars.
That's a cool cover right there.
That's a cool cover, yeah, for sure.
What else?
Superman Lost. Oh, I got one. Batman Incorporated cover, the 1 in 25.
Huh.
That's a cool character. That's a super cool character. A rodeo clown. That's badass. That is freaking cool, man. I don't know if it's his first appearance in this or what, but that's a cool looking character. El Gaucho, is that his name? What's his name?
You have a clown.
It's on the cover,
Batman.
isn't it? Bronco, Dusty Bronco.
Is that what it says?
Yeah, in the upper right hand corner.
Oh yeah, right there, Dusty Bronco. Yeah, that's cool, man. I don't see his name anywhere here. Is he in the book? He might not be in the book.
Bronco. Better than a clean Bronco.
There's no such thing as a clean Bronco.
There are, but we don't really talk about those.
Interesting.
Yeah. Predator 2. That one. Predator 2's out tomorrow, and this has got that Marvel that's got that Studios imprint I was telling you about that absolutely destroys the cover.
Yeah, the 20th Century Studios.
Yeah, but I don't think it's that's destroying that cover.
Well, I mean, you know what I'm getting at, though. They're putting this on the Aliens books, the Predators books, the 20th Century Studios imprint. That's going to go on. Drop that imprint label on there. That'd be a great cover.
Oh, they're forcing it to be on there now?
Yeah, because they're publicizing. They're producing these under that imprint, that 20th Century Studios imprint, or whatever.
Put that on the back of the book. Jeez.
Planet of the Apes 2, Cosmic One says.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I need to see when the next Alien series is pretty good, but I haven't seen one out in a while.
Ooh. Oh, too bad it's kind of small.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Walked right into that. This is going to be a good read. Sandman Universe.
What else? 8 Billion Genies. Oh, Marvel Voices.
Oh, yeah. Ryan brought that up a little bit ago.
Yeah, the Jiang variant is the one everybody's going for.
This is a one-shot, right, McClay?
Yeah, everybody's going crazy for this book right now.
It's a beautiful cover.
That's a cool looking cover for sure.
Yeah, 1 in 10.
Anytime you got Punk front and center.
You know, well, check out the silk cover though. On the bottom,
Jimenez.
That's not terrible. How many decent silk covers do you get lately?
Yeah. Pass.
What is that?
Is that
that's that new character?
Malted milk balls? This is like malted milk balls right there.
That or something else. They're dark colored too.
Yeah, rip them out too quick.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Oh man. It's time to go.
we lost Wood. He gave in.
He couldn't handle it.
Oh yeah, Guardians
He
1.
Can't handle the truth.
Because we're not far from that movie coming out, right? Next month or the month after? June? No?
May, right?
May. Thank you. That would be next month.
May the 4th.
Look at the Mad cover, though.
It's bad.
Is it really?
No. I thought you were talking about Mad Balls.
Oh, no. Alfie Seltzer. Just kind of cool.
Old school Mad cover. The Spawn cover is by Spears. That's a good cover. What's this one? That's pretty good. All right, where's the what was the one that we were looking for? The Guardians?
Yeah, Guardians 1.
Oh, wait, hold on. Let me look at X-Men real quick. See if there's anything good on X-Men.
I'm still salty that they did not make a Lethal Protector 1 foil cover. How in the hell do you not make a Lethal Protector 1 foil cover for the 30th anniversary of Lethal Protector? Does not make no damn sense.
I like Scotty Young.
How did you see with those bangs?
Here's Guardians.
Yeah, it's got a lot of covers coming out for it.
I don't know what to think about this. That's a cool cover. She looks badass, dude. So does Gamora. Holy cow. That's a great cover right there.
I think I want to pick this up just to read it.
Thick, meaty legs.
That's a good one for the
movie
autograph.
Yeah. When did that movie come out?
May.
Yeah, May 5th.
Woo!
Scotty Young.
After May 4th.
Oh, now you're talking. I like it.
That's a real good one right there.
Man, I gotta get my tickets to that. I want to see that movie. That's gonna be. I hope that's a good movie, man.
Yeah, that Scotty. Depending on how the movie plays out, McClay, that Scotty Young could be a book to be on the lookout for. Ooh,
Derek Chew.
The problem with Guardians, though, is even with the movie, this volume, what is it? Probably volume 78?
6, 7.
Guardians?
Still, I mean, if done well, it's fun.
Because you got the other volumes that had the Scotty, Groot, and Rocket.
But you notice that's just it's a solo Rocket cover with Rocket on a rocket. There's nobody else there. It's just Rocket. So that's why.
That's not good. There's something wrong with her face.
Is that Shannon?
Her neck.
Oh, that's Zerdy.
Is her neck too long? Her neck's too long, yeah.
Yeah, because that's what I'm looking at.
Well, I mean, really, really long torso and legs, and then
it's
like
the face is too small too.
That and she's
mousy.
all
She's real mousy looking.
Mousy?
It looks off. There's something wrong with it. It's her neck. I think her neck's too long in that.
That one I don't know about. That looks like it's taken out of a video game almost.
This is Wildcat.
It's a shame. It's a shame. That could have been an amazing bubblegum cover.
Yeah. Here's the main cover. Cool skull cover. Yeah, I don't think anything too crazy that's coming out, right?
So I think I'm gonna try to pick up that what was the one we talked about? That was from whatchamacallit?
Yeah, Spider-Man book with the Venom cover.
Well, that one obviously.
Seasons have teeth, or
yes, the seasons have teeth. That looks so cool.
Check out there's a pretty cool Boom exclusive on the website tomorrow too at noon.
Seasons have teeth. Yeah, I like that. It looks cool.
I don't know if it's on their site yet, but
Know your station.
Berserker.
Oh man. I bet you're tired. I bet you can't wait to not hear that name for a while.
Give it like 6 months. There'll be a volume 2 out. There's Briar. What was the one you were talking about?
Seasons have teeth.
Check out Andy. I just Facebook messaged you because I don't know if it's on their site yet.
All right. Well, what time is it now?
Oh. Yeah, let me download that and so we can show it. That's a pretty good looking cover. McClay's gonna like this.
Let's see it.
Yeah, I gotta download it really quick. He sent it on Messenger. It'd take me like 10 seconds. If I could get there.
I love those throwback covers.
The Harley ones?
Yeah. And that one's not too expensive. I think I saw it online for like $15, $18. What is it? Probably 1 in 10 or something.
Coming right up. Boom. There you go, Wood.
Yeah, that's the Boom web exclusive for that Seasons Have Teeth. I don't know who's the artist.
That is badass, man. That's the one coming out tomorrow. That's cool. Yeah, you go through Boom to get that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow at noon Pacific on shop.boomstudios.com.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of fun reading coming out tomorrow. And great covers.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
That's just going to leave us with one more thing.
And here I thought it was going to be a short episode tonight, and we're 10 minutes over.
There's a lot of Star Wars stuff. So what do you got? Sure. What's your one more tang?
My one more tang? I just am having a week from hell. It's been really busy. I'm struggling to get to tomorrow's show together. I still want to do it because I'm picking up books. I'm reading them. I might have to postpone this Friday's CGC unboxing. I want to do it, but there's two charity events that we want to do Friday and Saturday that are going to take up a fair bit of time. So we'll see. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you hit the notify for anything that comes up. I'll be setting up the Wednesday show here in a little bit, and hopefully I can set up the Friday show on Thursday. But come on back, tune in, and don't.
My one more thing is I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Jesus Estrada. He's actually has a YouTube show or channel as well called Spectales. He gave this to me at the convention. I haven't yet to get to check it out, but it's also a comic book podcast. Yeah, and McClay, it's not like points or anything like that, so I'm not giving away because I put up the QRS code thing. I was on his show and I put up a card for points, and he was like, someone could steal them, I guess, off the thing. But anywho, so Jesus, thanks for coming out to the show tonight, and I will be on at y'all's check out y'all's channel and y'all's show as well.
Boom. Nice. Come hang out. Be on Wednesdays. So tomorrow night we have Wednesday's live show. Is tomorrow Wednesday? Yeah, tomorrow's Wednesday. Wednesday live show tomorrow night. Thursday night Bogcast. Friday night House of Stein Top 10, and Saturday night Modern Comic Mayhem.
Sweet. Yeah, definitely check out Beyond Wednesdays. Also, if you haven't done so already, please click that thumbs up. Please drop a comment if you're watching this in the replay. But I don't have much else to say except I'm super excited because the past few years I haven't been able to see Chelsea when they come to the U.S. And there was news that dropped today that there's going to be buy one ticket, see two matches at FedEx Stadium, which is probably the worst field for them to play Premier League soccer on. But they're coming to FedEx, and Chelsea is going to be playing Fulham. So I'm signed up for pre-release tickets, and I can't wait to get those. I would sweat my ass off July 29th, but it's going to be worth it because I'm going to drink a lot of adult Kool-Aids. But other than that, make sure you guys check out Beyond Wednesdays. Make sure you guys check out Rhynoverse. Make sure you check out ComicManAndy. And make sure you check us out again next week. Later, guys.
Boogity bow!
Excuse me while I change. The roller boogie has made me sweaty. Yeah, sweaty.